Hi, welcome to Deals A. I'm John. I'm you are with Besock. Yeah, our guest today on Deals A is Yoshi and I bring on an investor. We start with one deal from acquisitions to rehab to disposition and cover all the basics and give you a lot of great tips. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give Leland a few minutes to kind of introduce himself, his background in real estate.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of things.
Real estate, it's been, my dad always owned rentals when I was a kid. So I had,
Grew up in it?
Yeah, I grew up in it, kind of. He was more of a retail buyer, buy and hold, stuff would come along and
Just slowly pick up rentals over his life?
Yeah, and it's always been intriguing to me because my dad never graduated from high school and he used real estate.
Yeah.
And, he retired a millionaire, basically.
Wow, that's great.
So you saw the power of real estate investing firsthand?
Firsthand.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then my first, basically, real experience was real estate. I grew up in California, and my family had kind of migrated over here to Utah, and my dad was, I think, at 80 at the time, and he was tired of being a landlord. He was
At that point, sure.
But he still wanted to keep the properties, wanted to avoid taxes, so we 1031 all his properties over here into Utah.
Oh, wow.
And so that was my first real experience.
How long ago was that?
That was back in 2006.
Got it.
Yeah, he sold in California just before everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he did well.
He did well.
That's fantastic.
There's a backstory to it all too, but
Yeah.
we don't need to go there.
Yeah, so it runs in the family.
Yeah.
And how long have you personally been investing?
So I started investing, around that time.
Okay.
Here's my story. To be very blunt and honest with it. I was retail. I knew that real estate was something I wanted to do. I felt like it was a vehicle to create wealth. So I started investing probably 2002, 2003. But I was buying things retail, interest-only loans, stuff like that. I was building spec homes, and there was stated income loans you can get like that, stuff like that. So I was a blue-collar worker, and I was getting qualified for $1 million loans and building $1 million houses, and crash it.
Yeah.
And I lost everything.
Got it.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
And almost all of those people are back.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
kind of the story. If you stick with it, you'll come back. Just like the real estate market comes back, you can come back too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so when all that happened, I was being very strategic on how I managed things through that. But I always knew, that there was a better way to do real estate. Even back then,
Right.
I knew there was a better way, so I was always searching for a mentor, somebody that could show me how to do this.
Where did you find your first mentor?
At a slurry.
At a Real Estate Investor Association meeting.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I met up with Luke Watkins.
Okay, we know Luke, who's teaching now down in Texas.
Yeah, and we just kind of connected and kind of did my first book deal with him back in, I think it was 2013, 2014.
Good.
Cool.
My first 4 flip projects back in 2000, this is my 20th year in real estate, I bought my flips with conventional financing and off the MLS.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But that's like 20 years ago, there wasn't the access to education and mentors that we have now.
Right.
I'm like, holy cow, what a waste of a ton of money and time to on the just using the MLS, just retailing, just with conventional financing, and now you can pick up something in 2 days with hard money. And who knew?
Right.
Well, us now.
Yeah.
The power of education.
I'm very grateful for Luke and his mentorship.
Good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good tip on becoming a real estate investor. Find a mentor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll put a plug here. If any of you people are in the Salt Lake area, you have a deal, or you think you have a deal, I'd be more than happy to partner.
Yeah, and mentor them.
Yeah, and mentor them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we'll give you time at the end of the show to get your contact information, and if someone's listening, then you got a great mentor here, so lots of experience.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, get into the deal?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
So we're going to talk about a specific flip, and if you could please share with us how you found that flip.
Okay, I found this flip me and my sister have created a marketing company.
Oh,
To
cool.
try and
So you're doing your own marketing.
doing my own marketing now. That's how this is involved, and doing my own marketing. And we found this deal through. This is actually a personal friend, like kind of a referral.
Right.
Knew that we were doing this, and they came to us and said we have this home or a friend that needs someone.
Personal connection.
Yeah. So the situation was. The mother had passed away. She had Alzheimer's, and the home was very obviously in disrepair, and they wanted to get out of it quickly. They were done.
Was it an official estate sale? Or
No, not an official estate sale, but they had a trust and everything. Everything had been planned out and done right. So they just came to me and just basically, can you buy our home? What will you do for it?
And here's a great tip. So there's just friends, personal friends, who knew you were a real estate investor, right? So telling your friends and family that this is what you do, is a positive thing. And a lot of people, especially like the new real estate agents, I find this too. Like they don't want to go on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just cheesy to tell people, hey, I can sell your house.
Yeah.
You've got to market yourself in this business.
Right.
You've got to tell people this is what you do, this is what you're looking for, this is how you can help them. You can't hide yourself.
Right.
So I think that's fantastic. You just, hey, I'm an investor, I can help you with homes, and somebody came to you.
Right.
And that's how you got the deal.
Randall calls it, you don't want to be a secret agent.
Yeah, you don't want to be a secret agent. Yeah.
And that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
I've always been kind of,
A little quiet shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. You have to learn to put your face out there if you're going to be in this business.
Yeah.
So what attracted you to this particular deal then? So you got the connection.
Got the connection. I actually had a flip going 1 block to the north of this deal.
Oh, nice.
So, being very familiar with the area,
Yeah.
knew the numbers, knew
Right.
everything,
Yeah, I bet.
and
Do you often stick in certain neighborhoods, sandboxes? No, so you don't have necessarily a sandbox.
Right.
This just happened to be down the street.
yeah, it just happened to be down the street. But I do like to stay in the, the middle range. I don't like to go into the higher end flips.
Okay.
Very cool. And when did you realize that this deal was going to work? Like after you crunched all the numbers, or after you sold it and made money?
Talking with the guy, I knew where I had to be to make money, and then it was just a negotiation.
Right.
So.
Did you have to negotiate the price quite a bit?
No, not really. I got them to throw out a number,
Yeah.
and
Make them always make the other person
Yeah.
throw out the number first.
and I was like, that's just not going to happen. And I countered back 30,000 less, and he took it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. How quickly did you close?
We closed, I think, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, they wanted to go through and get some personal stuff out,
Yeah.
and we closed right after that pretty quickly.
That's probably part of the appeal for him, right?
Yeah,
to
it
take
was-
the less is the quick cash.
He was, the mom had Alzheimer's,
Yeah.
and this has been going on for 3 years, and he basically had done his grieving with the situation. So when mom passed away, he just wanted to be done with everything.
Yeah, close out the estate.
He wanted to close out the estate, and he wanted to be done.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So now you've got under contract. Day of closing. How did you guys in 2 weeks? How did you guys fund it?
Hard money.
Hard money. Okay. Perfect. And was that 100% finance? Hard money?
So the deal was, 100%. My hard money lender, if the deal and the spread is good enough, he'll give me 100% of the purchase price and repair money, some repair money.
Some repair money.
Yeah.
And this particular transaction, how did you fund the repairs?
I threw hard money too.
Okay.
There was just enough spread, and I'm just like, why not?
Same lender for both?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Very cool.
I'm kind of curious as to kind of backing up the marketing, because a lot of investors don't market. Like they'll either go to an agent that specializes in maybe real estate investment work, or they'll work with wholesalers, or they'll do networking with people to kind of partner or find deals. You're actually you're doing your own marketing to find your own deals. What are you doing for marketing?
Mostly it's going to be web based. We're doing some mailers and stuff like that to kind of drive traffic to the website and stuff like that. But this is all very new.
It's kind of like a We Buy Houses.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
We've done some market research. My sister has to be a PR, very familiar with marketing and everything. So we've done some market research and everything like that, and we kind of have an idea what is going to appeal to people.
Okay.
We've got the whole web design and everything like that, and spend some money to get it done. And,
Perfect.
And we're excited about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And you're doing mailers.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
Okay.
wonderful, excellent. Okay, so what would you say was the biggest learning experience just in acquiring the property from the time you negotiated or talked to them, locking that sucker up?
For me personally,
Yeah.
is the negotiation. That's what I really like about home flipping.
Uh-huh.
Is the negotiation part. To me, it's very
Thrilling?
thrilling.
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
Really,
Yeah.
you know,
That's not what I like.
I kind of like it. I like creating a relationship with the people. I like hearing their story.
Yeah.
And creating that rapport and just, then the negotiation.
Yeah.
I like to be, the ones that I have found on my own, it's always been a win-win, and it's always been to be able to help somebody get out of a situation or something like that. And it's kind of, feels good.
Right. Very cool. Awesome. So the with the negotiation, in this particular case, it was $30K less than what they originally asked
Yeah.
for. Was that you say you countered back at $3,000 less? Was it like, yeah, I'll take it right away, or just like, let me think
it
about
was pretty much.
Oh,
right.
fantastic.
We had a deal.
And did you go, damn, I should have gone 50,000 less?
No, because I felt like that was
fair.
That was a fair price.
Yeah.
I knew I had a good enough spread to make some money then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So not trying to get the most rock bottom price you can.
Yeah.
What you think is
I-
fair,
I've
what they
actually
think is
had-
fair, and
I've actually had a deal where I got them a price, and they were like 10 grand below what I thought I was going to counter at, and I actually told them I'll give you 5 grand more than what you asked.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah, I have too, actually.
Yeah. You they'll throw out a number. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I can't take it for that.
Yeah.
You know, old lady. I'm like, no, I'll give you
Yeah.
another 10,000,
Yeah.
and make people happy.
Yeah.
Contract, please.
Yeah, I think, by doing that, those people are going to be happy with
Yeah.
you.
They're blown away by it.
Yeah, they're blown away, and, it's a potential deal down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another connection, another relationship, another possible deal.
Exactly. Contrary to what a lot of people think about investors, and I'm sure some investors are not this case, but I want to pay as much as I possibly can pay for the home. I want to pay my contractor as much as I possibly can afford to pay them.
Right.
I want everyone to make as much money in
Yeah,
the deal
we're
as
all in
possible.
this to make
money.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to go, I should beat this down lower because it'd be nicer to make 5 more. No, if I can make what I need to make it worth the risk that I'm taking.
Still worth your time and your profit margin.
For me personally, I just feel it's the right thing to do.
I agree.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
pretty much all of our guests have been the same.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think, and all of our guests have been, experienced, more sophisticated investors, and have been in the business a long time, and that's why they're in the business a long time.
Yeah.
They're in it, all boats rise kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? And making everybody happy rather than always trying to negotiate the best deal for you and ignoring everybody else's needs.
Exactly.
I think, one thing I learned too is like, if you say you're going to do something in this business, do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
If you buy a deal from a wholesaler, and you say we're under contract for this, you close the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that creates that relation, and they know they can count on you to.
Yep.
And they'll come right back to you for the next one.
I've had wholesalers come back to me.
Yeah, I know your business, and you actually work very closely with some wholesalers who
Yeah.
just like call up Leland, boom, because I know he's going to buy it.
Yeah.
If the numbers are there,
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And you talk with wholesalers, say these are my numbers, like my ballpark. So if you've got a deal in this world,
Yeah.
and then they say we got a deal in your world, and you're like, dude, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
That's the way investors are getting deals.
Yeah. Those relationships. Absolutely.
I feel it's about relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very cool. So in this particular project, what was the biggest item, the most costly item in the renovation?
It was a complete remodel from the roof down to the HVAC, electrical,
All systems.
all systems
Yep.
needed to be taken care of. And probably some of the biggest challenge, I think, was actually the clean out of the home. I think they hauled away like 5 or 6 dumpsters of just stuff.
How big was the house, square foot?
I think it was 2,500 somewhere
Okay.
in there.
Gotcha.
A decent sized
It
home.
was a bigger home for the area.
Bigger home for the area.
Yeah.
Did that make you nervous?
No, it didn't.
No. Okay.
Because I knew the area was a good area, and I knew it was going to sell quickly once we got it done.
Perfect. Do you mind sharing the area? What's the city?
Rose Park, Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
We have to have half our deals
seriously?
in that part of town.
Yeah.
That's a very hot area.
It is.
In Salt Lake, that's
Yeah.
a very hot area for flipping.
Absolutely. Very cool.
And that is a big house for that area.
Yeah.
Most homes are
Yeah.
1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. The one that I was doing the block to the north of it was only like, about 1,200, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty typical for that area.
Yeah. So
Got it. Got it. Very cool. Outside of the dumpsters, what was the biggest surprise hurdle in this project?
We had some termites.
Oh,
Didn't expect it.
Yeah.
This is very rare here in Utah.
I agree.
Super rare. This is
Yeah.
our second termite case, too.
Yeah.
But in Utah, we're so dry
Yeah.
that termites really don't exist.
Yeah.
But they do.
Apparently, yeah.
So Utah, be careful. There are termites here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
How
happened.
bad was it?
It was not very bad.
Okay.
But it was there, and I knew I had to remediate it to make sure it was good.
Yeah.
Right.
And, when I put it on the market, to be able to show I've taken care of the problem.
Wonderful. Now, termites typically are drawn to moisture. What attracted the termites to your house?
I don't know. It was dry.
Interesting.
It was in the stairwell of the house, so the inner part of the house. So it was
Did you have to replace any of the wood?
a little bit, but
Because you can see the tracks and the marks of
Yeah.
termites. And
Yeah.
they'll show up on inspection. So
Yeah.
if you've got them in your house, the inspector's going to find them.
the only reason we found it because we had that 1970s wood paneling that came off,
Oh,
and
there
then
it
it
is.
was
Yeah.
termites.
Got it.
Otherwise, I don't think we would have found it if we.
Interesting.
And once you find it, you have to remediate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the unexpected thing, and it was an extra cost,
Sure.
but you had to take care of it.
What was the cost?
It cost me I think it was about $1,100-1,200.
Okay. So
For-
still
for
not
the
bad.
termite inspection and the, we had
The
the
re-
spray and
sprays.
everything like that.
Yeah, but again, we've talked about the foundations and other
Mm-hmm.
roofs. There's certain things that seem to scare investors. Foundations, roofs, big systems because they're big costs. Like holy cow, I got termites, the whole house gonna fall down. And at the end of the day, most of these big issues aren't that big a deal.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Just find an expert
Yeah.
and remediate it.
Yeah.
And it's not-
Absolutely.
just work it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. This particular project, did you do anything special to the house when you went in there?
Added a bathroom
Oh, nice.
and a bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Just utilized the space that was there.
Great way to force appreciation.
Yeah.
Add a bed and bath
Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding.
when you can.
Absolutely. Full bath.
Full bath, and a good sized bedroom, and a family room too.
So, how many bedrooms was the house?
It was a 5-bedroom, 2-bath home.
Got it. So before it was a 4-1.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The basement wasn't finished. There was partially finished.
Partially
Yeah.
finished, yeah.
And so we completed that out and,
Nice.
added the value that way.
Very cool. What would you say was the biggest learning experience during the renovation process?
There's always going to be something unexpected.
Yeah.
I knew. that all-
Plan on it?
Yeah, I knew all the systems were going to need to be replaced.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really expecting a surprise because
You're doing everything.
we're doing everything.
Right.
So the termites was a surprise, and the lesson for me is there's always going to be a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
There's going to be some kind of surprise no matter what.
And there is, yeah. There
Yeah.
is. On your remodels, do you typically go, what do you think about in your remodels? Do you really do market research on what the buyers are looking at? Do you kind of just do really standard stuff that appeals to the most people? Do you do little creative things?
I try to do. I like to do the creative stuff
Uh-huh.
because it appeals to me too, and
It's fun.
It's fun,
to
yeah.
my creative side.
Yeah.
Not that I'm real creative, but
Yeah, it's an outlet.
yeah. So it just depends on what the budget is too. If I can afford to do it,
Yeah.
and add like some nicer tiles or
Right.
Euro style shower door or something like that.
Metal railings,
Yeah,
kind
I'll-
of thing.
Yeah, I'll do that if the spread's good enough and it's going to appeal because that stuff sells too.
Yeah, it does. What was the ARV on this one?
This one, the ARV, coming in, I knew it was a 315 house all day long.
Yeah.
So
Were there many comps to support the 315?
there's plenty of cops to support the 315.
Very cool. Just
Yeah.
because it's an unusually large house for that area,
Yeah.
so I didn't know if there were other 315. How was the size again?
I think it was 21 to 25
Yeah.
somewhere. I can't remember.
Okay, so that's good.
And at that price range, that's at the lower price range for the county.
Yeah.
Below the median price, so it's going to be a hot ticket.
Yeah, and
Almost
for the
any-
area too, it was a good price.
Yeah.
And did you want to keep it as a good price as what you were going to sell it for, or did
Yeah,
you want to push the value?
I wanted to push the value.
Okay.
So when it came time to list it, and it turned out really great, and I knew just because of the look inside and everything like that, this is going to be a desirable home.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so we originally went on the market for 319.9, so we pushed it a little bit, and we had 3 offers within 24 hours.
Fantastic.
Did you get offers over list?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one, it ended up, final price, we ended up at 330.
Wow.
There was one particular party that really wanted the home, and they just came to us and said, well, we're willing to pay 10 grand over and
Wow.
pay our own closing costs and everything, so, done deal.
And the appraisal was okay?
Yeah,
Great, priced perfectly, and so no one had to bring extra to the table?
no,
That's fantastic. Great. Well, that's good. You pushed the market for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so regarding that, what was the market like during that time you went to list it?
I don't think it was the hottest at the time, but for the area, it was a desirable area,
Mhm.
so.
What month was it?
It was,
In the summer?
no, it hit the market in October.
October, yeah, so not a super hot time of year.
Yeah, I think it was the end of October, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and here in Utah, that means families, holidays, snow, cold.
Yeah.
No, not
Wet.
Wet.
Yeah.
I mean,
I knew I had to
gray,
get it.
gray, gray
I
weather.
knew I had to get it. I knew I had to get it to the market before Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
or a good month before
before
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I listed a house, flip. It was terrible timing, actually.
I've had one of those too.
December 23rd. We hit the market. And that was the soonest we could. We were like, we just gotta get this. We were so tired of it. We're like, gotta get this house on the market. And that date turned out to be December 23rd.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
did it take to sell?
We went under contract that weekend.
Well,
Really?
over Christmas?
Yes.
I've had a different. I listed the Friday after Thanksgiving
Uh-huh.
and
Nothing.
nothing, and it sat on the market till like February.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
Do you ever think, I hope you do, think about how long the project's going to take, when you're going to be listed on the market, and whether or not, factor into whether or not you buy the house. Do the deal. Like, okay, it might be a great deal, but I'm not going to finish this until November 15th, end of November, and then sit there for 3 more months on the market with my hard money loan costs.
If the spread's there,
You'll still take it.
I'll still take it. If you do a good job on the remodel, and at least list it,
Competitive.
competitively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the one that sat, we were probably a little high.
Got it. Yeah.
And we had to reduce, but we didn't reduce quick enough. I feel like if we would have been aggressive in our reduction, we
Yeah.
probably would have sold quicker.
Quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's been my advice since day one.
Yeah.
Price competitively, price aggressively, get it sold, go on to the next deal.
yeah, because
Yeah.
if it's a good product and you're priced
Right.
competitively,
Yeah.
People will want it and it'll get bid up. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. And at least in
Experts on the
this,
panel.
right. Or,
In this market too. We're all
yeah,
in this
exactly.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least in this
in
market.
this market.
Yes, exactly.
across the board, we are in an appreciating
Yeah.
sort of seller's market.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely. So speaking of that, what type of marketing did you do to get this house?
Just MLS.
MLS.
Yeah.
no open house,
No open houses.
no Facebook,
No Facebook. Nothing.
nothing, no flyers, no knocking doors,
Yeah.
neighbors, nothing.
Staged it.
Nope.
No
Nope.
staging.
Mm-mm.
Got it.
I
Just knew it'd go.
was very, very confident it would go.
What
fantastic.
gave you that confidence?
Just the area, the quality of the rehab, and that was.
And
the
I
time-
will add in your experience,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Just.
Yeah.
You're an
Knowing-
experienced flipper, and you know that area,
Yeah.
and you know the market, and you built the house for the market.
Yeah, and I knew I was priced very competitively. So,
Very nice.
and based on the inventory there, I was the nicest one.
At that price point.
At that price point. It's
Yeah.
in the area.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love it. Do you mind breaking down the numbers from what you sold it to, expenses, rehab cost, what you purchased at, and what was left over for you to take home?
Okay, so I bought it under my wholesaling company at 170, and I sold it to my flipping company for 205.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wow.
you made your own wholesale fee.
Yeah, I made my own wholesale.
So you made $35,000 on
I,
the wholesale?
yeah, I think it was 205, 200 or 205.
Okay.
I knew I was going to have around a 60 grand rehab, so all my numbers were based off of 60 grand rehab.
Got it.
And we did, well, with the termite thing, we were over just a little bit.
Over a little bit.
Yeah. And I did give my contractor a bonus after it.
Okay.
Went down
So
to-
60 grand, 22-ish kind of 100 square feet. So that's
Mhm.
about what you'd expect for that size house in this
with
market.
If you're replacing all the systems.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's, yeah, especially in roofs and systems and stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And then you sold it for, again, remind me, sorry?
330.
330.
So the home total made, I think, 65,000
Profit?
profit.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What was your reasoning behind having the wholesaling company sell it to your flipping company? Is it because your sister's involved in the wholesaling?
Yeah,
That's
my
how
sis-
she's getting compensated?
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
I was going to ask the same.
need funds in that company to start doing more marketing stuff like that. So yeah, we wanted to
Fund it.
fund it. So,
No, perfect.
Yeah, that's great. What would you say was the biggest lesson in just the sell process of the property?
My biggest lesson in this particular home was if you're priced right, you bring it to the market at a good time, even like before Thanksgiving. In that time, if you're still in a good spot there, it'll sell. But I guess the biggest takeaway, if you're priced right,
Yeah,
it's going to sell.
perfect. Excellent.
You typically always price your flips below what you could probably get just
Yeah.
to drive that traffic.
Yeah, I try to. But sometimes
You get a little greedy.
get a little greedy.
Yeah, doesn't hurt to try.
I'm like, oh, this is, my flip, it looks good, it should sell,
Yeah.
You get a little greedy, but the thing I've learned, if you're really priced right, that price you'll have multiple offers. In this market,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
have multiple offers and it'll probably get bid up.
Yeah, if you're listening to this in 2020,
Yeah.
January of 2020, yeah, who knows, someone might be listening to this in 2030.
Yeah.
Like, what, these guys are nuts.
Well, through a whole other set of podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, in closing, what would you share with our listeners? If they're looking to start flipping, they hear your story from A to Z. If you could share a tip with the listeners who want to start flipping, what would that be?
Find a mentor.
Perfect.
Find a mentor. That was the biggest thing for me.
How would you approach a potential mentor? And what would that conversation? Because we've had this conversation before. Someone's like, "Hey, can I take you to lunch and pick your brain?" kind of thing.
No, I just threw it out there. I'm just I didn't get up in front of the crowd and say, I'm looking for a mentor
Yeah.
or a partner. I just went around talking to people.
Was Luke already mentoring at the time?
At the time he was.
Maybe you inspired him to mentor.
I doubt that. Luke is inspirational on just
A lot of levels. Great guy.
Yeah.
I love Luke.
So, but I just happened to be sitting next to him in the Slurria, and we kind of
Hit it off.
Hit it
started
off, yeah.
Conversing and.
yeah. And actually, he ended up.
Did you pay him for his service? Did you provide services to him to support?
I brought some money to the table.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
But he ended up calling me, I think it was a couple months later, and said, "Hey, you still looking to partner on some deals and stuff like that?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
I've partnered with Luke on a number of deals.
Yeah.
So
So it went from there. So
Very cool.
perfect.
Leland,
Awesome.
thank you so much for coming in and sharing all this information with us and our listeners.
Yeah. And if you want to give your contact information,
Oh, yeah.
how anybody's get a hold of you?
801-879-4953 is my number. My email is my first initial and last name, lbesock@gmail.com.
Okay. Your website that you want to.
Utah Solutions. Oh shoot. Solutionsutah.com, I think it is.
Just Google it.
My
Or give him a call.
give me a
call
Yeah,
them.
my sister's gonna kick my butt right now.
Yeah, she's the PR. We forgot about her on the
Hey,
show.
that's her
She's
too.
the PR person.
Hey, I don't know anything about that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a great little side topic, though.
Yeah.
Most investors aren't PR people. They're not marketing people. They're not salespeople.
That's true.
I don't understand it. I've learned you play to your strengths.
Play to your strengths and hire other people who have the
Yeah,
your
Here's a
strengths.
perfect example. Everybody says get up an hour early and do your thing. Well, if you're a night owl, play to your strength. Don't
Yeah.
get up early.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just going to be tired,
Exactly.
Just because you get up an hour later doesn't mean
Yeah.
you're going to be a
Don't
Bill
fit
Gates.
someone
Yeah.
else's
Bill
model.
Gates is going to be a Bill Gates.
Right.
Right. You need to be you and
Yeah.
build your strengths within you. I think
Exactly.
that's fantastic.
Stallone wrote Rocky in the middle of the night. He's a night. I mean, I read he's a night
Tony
person.
Robbins is a night guy.
Yeah.
He sleeps till like noon.
Yeah.
But he's up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just when
Exactly.
he's productive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I happen to work a regular job
Yeah.
too, and at my job I'm able to do, actually do some of my flipping, paperwork or
Yeah.
calling people and stuff like that. And so I use that time to be productive too. So I'm up at all times of the night. So
Very cool.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Well, thanks. I'm Yoshi Strike with Utah Home Sweet Home.
I'm Jeff with REI Mastery U.
and I'm Leland Besock.
Great. Thanks for joining us on this episode. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.